comeback win against a pretty strong defensive team.
They play really well defensively. I think through 3 periods I had only had 1 shot on net. I was starting to get a little frustrated, and it was a weak wrister at that. So I think they've only given up the 2nd most goals in the league, and they make it tough for us. So they played really, really hard. They're a desperate hockey team, and we got a nice break at the end to get the win.
What is it that they do that makes it difficult for you guys to get through and get scoring chances?
Very responsible, and also we don't get many odd man rushes. It seems like their 2 defensemen are always in the middle of the ice, backing up, and whenever you're going, you have to go through a couple guys to get to the net, and they also have great back pressure. So a very sound defensive team. We had to get traffic and get shots at the net to try and beat that goalie.
Getting ahead of ourselves a little bit, if you do happen to draw these guys in the first round, does it help to have them a couple times in the last week?
I don't know if it helps or not, and maybe we make them angry. I don't know. But we want to play as well as we can against anybody, and especially a team that's a first-round possibility. So we wanted to make sure that we didn't give them any confidence playing in our building. I thought they played very well, but there's still a lot left in the season, and who knows what's going to shake out.
Brooks, you look at this as like back-to-back games here with high intensity. Likely tomorrow will be the same way. You look at this as like a challenge for you guys?
Well, everything's a challenge. I don't think our record has really been that impressive so far this season on back-to-back games, and now we're going into another hostile environment tomorrow. That's going to be a good test. So, but for us, we don't worry too much about a whole lot about what other teams do. It's about what we do, and we measure ourselves just against ourselves. So we're playing a good hockey team tomorrow, but we'll enjoy this win on the plane tonight and then get back to business tomorrow.
Up there, and you can't get away from little details, and that's what I'm focusing on right now. Is just controlling rebounds, challenging shooters, and feeling comfortable.
Has Coach given you any indication who's going to start tomorrow night, or who's going to start down the stretch?
Oh, I don't know. We usually find out 24 hours before the game, and to me that's all that matters. As long as I know 24 hours before, I could get focused and be ready.
Talk about that sequence, like midway through the first period, just a couple of bang, bang, bang stops there for you.
Yeah, they came charging the net, and I was able to just pretty much react. I didn't really know what happened, but. When you're in your game, you make those desperation saves, and I got lucky to be able to react on both saves.
What did it mean to you guys to win the President's Trophy Sunday when you found out?
Well, it's a big deal. It's a long season. You work hard to be the best, and you work hard to be consistent, and that's something I was never able to achieve. And to achieve that with this bunch of guys, it's great. But on the other hand, there's plenty of hockey left. We got to turn the page, and there's not too much time to celebrate.
Jose, for a Boston team that has struggled offensively this year, especially since the injury to Mark Savard, did you feel tonight, though, that they're giving it everything they've got? They're just throwing everything at you?
Yeah, they were. They're playing a smart game, especially with Claude Julien. They're going to play a good, patient game, and that's what they did. They didn't give you usually we got a couple of odd men's rushes, and tonight they really played well against us, and they were waiting for their chances, and they got a couple but couldn't put it in.
It's good. It's good for confidence, and it's good. It's good to get into the playoff. You're first overall, and you still have to work hard and play as we've been doing this season.
Back-to-back games. Tomorrow's probably going to be very similar tonight. Very high intensity. Do you look at this as a challenge?
Yeah, absolutely. It's great. It's great before the playoff. I think. Boston is desperate for points, and it's good games. A lot of physical, a lot of hits out there. That's good before the playoffs, so we can get ready.
There are people that left this Boston team for dead, especially after the injury to Mark Savard, and they're in 7th place. But tonight they played like a team very well. They could match up very well against you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they did a great game, and it was a tight game. Everybody had chances and opportunities to score, and I think the goalies played it really well, and it was a tight game.
As you were watching the replay on the big screen of your goal, what did you think?
I didn't think it was in, actually, because I couldn't see it. But they call a goal, and I guess it was in.
They seem to really give you guys trouble bringing the puck up the ice. Even when you tried the boards, it seemed like they cut that off too. What do they do that? So tough?
I think they're back home with 5 guys. They were standing still in the neutral zone, and that's hard when they do that, and you have to come with speed and dump the puck deep and work their D. So, but I think they did a great game, and I think it was a tight game.
Is it frustrating as a forward to work with a stingy defense like that that's constantly on you and limiting your chances?
I mean, I see it more like a challenge. I mean, it's good for us to I don't know, see what we can do and work their D and probably freeze the puck up there. And yeah.
Well, yeah, I think they play pretty good defensively, and they don't give us lots of chances to score goals. But you know, I think Jose play great, and they have lots of chances to score. But you know, it's nice when Jose play well and give us a chance.
Back-to-back games, do you expect tomorrow night in Pittsburgh to be very similar, very high intensity?
Well, yeah, it's the end of the regular season, and you know, I think all team who in playoffs right now they just try be in shape and get ready for the playoffs.
Did Mike Knuble steal your goal?
Huh?
Did Mike Knuble steal your goal?
No, it was his clear goal.
Where did it hit him? Do you know? I didn't see it.
Skate, probably.
Skate,
Yeah.
You know, would you feel like this is one of your better performances in recent games? It seemed like you were really flying out.
Yeah, I think you know. I talked to Bruce about it, and I just think what I have to do better. And I think I didn't skate well last couple of games, and you know, I don't try to be open in neutral zone. So it's kind of a moment I care, and you know, I think today I play better.
What do you think was responsible for the way you've been playing? I guess.
Huh?
Why do you think you hadn't been playing as well as you wanted to?
I don't know. It just happens.
Talk about that pass to Backstrom. You really gave up the body to sacrifice to get him the puck, which coming down.
Well, yeah, I saw Chara right away, and I said, "Oh Jesus! Like I have to give pass and be ready for getting hit." So, you know, he hit me pretty hard, but you know, it was a goal, so I was happy.
Is it hard to keep getting the energy level up in these games where you're playing against desperate teams night after night?
Well, you know, I think they made chance to play against us in the first round, so we don't want to give them confidence if they will be 8th place. So we just want to beat them and beat everybody. So this is our. We still have 3 games left. 1 game against Pittsburgh and Atlanta and Boston. So 2 teams that fight for playoffs. It's going to be a pretty hard game for us.